today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Watson on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of...
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Watson. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. 20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to Kelvin.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The numbers for Jones last week, 13 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I'm the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
9-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Complete to Saquon.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Hurts pass.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
22-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they're going to stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5 brings up second and 5.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Watson looks to throw again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To try again after the sack. Watson being chased out left. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. From the right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones.
Watson's pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kelvin Harmon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
41-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start.
On the ball's head, Watson lost it.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
To throw is Watson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up on the corner, Bradley Roby. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Lions. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. The Lions on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
First down, Texans.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again is Watson. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have the receivers on lockdown.
Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Hurts. Pressure and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Watson now to throw. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Caught on the right side by Jones.
To Ronald Jones.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Watson. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Jalen Hurts sacked by Cameron Jordan. Brought down back at the 14-yard.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing the outlet, incomplete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. On the option, here's Drake. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds backup complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts is going to try and run. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson, his first throw of OT. Completion here to Claypool. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Right side, Claypool's got it. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for it? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
4-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 2nd down.
Ray Jackson on the coverage.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete into the hands of Myers. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For Chicago Bears.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Bridgewater. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Joe Reed returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, little short pass to James. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle by
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham. Touchdown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there.
It sails incomplete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
36-yard line.
They go play action. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Lions 14, Bears nothing.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
on 2nd down. It's Gibson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 now. Bridgewater. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They run. It's Johnson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
For a Chicago.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The 5-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
First and 10 at their own 37.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
Hurts pass.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Pick up at 6. Brings up second and
over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. And oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4. And the Lions are going to have it 1st and goal. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now after the play, oh, man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
16 yards.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
At the 11-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Noah Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Reed. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. The open man here, Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Bridgewater to throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
The 39-yard line.
Here's Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 29. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Go Bears! 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Leonard Fournette. 2 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Hurts pass.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete.
Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Joe Reed on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half. And no
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved his consistency throughout the season. Always good, occasionally spectacular. But right now, he's on the outside of that MVP race. What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right, on the fringe. But hey, it's Week 14. There's still a month left for him to make a lasting impression, have some scintillating plays, and then who knows?
Yeah, those scintillating plays, those splash plays, those plays we'll talk about for the next week leading up to the next game. He'll need a bunch of those down the stretch in order to win the award.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Mayfield. Outside, nice swing. And it's a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, throwing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kevin McCall. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out here with the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
On the option, here's Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You've got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
David Montgomery.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes are darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Green Bay.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
And again, it's Mayfield. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield with it once more. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
13.
Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
21-yard line.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Hunter Henry brings it in.
Hurts,
a gain of 6 there on first.
Hunter Henry, a 6-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. So we've reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
After 7.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well, as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He finds Baker complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 40-yard line.
On the option, here's Drake. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Anthony Hitchens brought
the linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Quickly into the hands of Baker. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He can run for it, and he will.
Hurts on the keeper.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They'll run. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good.
It'll be a gain of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. On the option, here's Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. They'll try and run with Drake.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Packers.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the Lions' 11-yard line.
Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to
Packers. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Lions were able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go down at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Lions. Over the middle here to This will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 35. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Lions, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're
today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers and the Tennessee Titans taking on Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Tennessee Titans. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, Week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Rivers. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
49-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They run again on first down. Cook. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Rivers finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown, 99 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tate to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Golden Tate on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
11 at the 23-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Titans nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
On the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Open man right side is Ingram. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Rivers. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Justin Houston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack on 1st down, Rivers looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Detroit.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers over the middle, complete to Tate. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rivers on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram.
Rivers.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10.
So we've reached it. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With
the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Complete.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Break the ball carrier. The tackle made by...
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Lions Pirates are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He was held without a catch, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Golden Tate on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Hurts going to keep this himself. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Miller. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And it's 21-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Yeah, this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
3-yard line.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Cook. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Tennessee Titans.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
To Evan Ingram.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Brown has the first down and much more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Titan
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rivers on the money, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Golden Tate with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result when he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Right back to Dre. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
The tackle
bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the option, it will be Hurts. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Detroit, the win will be number 11 for them on the year.